The Soundcast VG7SE is exclusively available only from Audio Advice. So if you're watching this, you may have recently purchased the VG7SE, or you may be considering purchasing and wondering how the setup will go. The VG7SE comes with a quick start guide that will walk you through the basics of setting this up. But at Audio Advice, we think seeing the setup process in action can be a lot more clear than reading a manual. So in this video, we will show you how some of our favorite tips and tricks go, and we'll walk you through everything. Let's get started. Okay, so I've already got the tape splice, so I'm just going to dig right into it. Right off the bat, see the user manual, and I'm just going to set that over here on the side. And we've got the battery pack, but we're going to show you exactly how to set that up. Okay, and we've got the VG7SE. It's wrapped in this plastic, so I'm just going to go ahead and pull this out of the box right now. Put this over here to the side. And there's our VG7SE, and moving forward, the last item in the box is in another box. So I'm going to open this and see what we got. Okay, looks like we got power cable, we've got power cord for the European Union, we've got a stereo mini plug adapter, and also the USB mini cable. I suppose that's what you would use to charge your smartphone. And here is the charging brick. Just put this here. We'll see what this looks like. Okay, got the charging brick. I'm gonna go ahead and just get that out so that you can get a good look of this, because there is a pretty important feature on the charging brick. It has what looks like a 4-pin port, and there are these up-down arrows. So I think that's going to be important when we get to the video later. All right, from here, the first thing you will want to do is charge the battery to full capacity before you use the speaker. When you install the battery, flip the Soundcast VG7SE upside down and unscrew the battery cover on the bottom of the unit. You'll need a Phillips head #2 screwdriver to remove the battery cover and install it. Just like any lithium-ion battery, practicing good battery maintenance will ensure the longevity of your battery pack, so you'll always get the maximum performance from it. I recommend charging your battery up to 100% capacity and allow it to lose its charge all the way down to 0%. This way, when you recharge your battery, you will give it a full charge cycle. To get started, find the power adapter for your country and attach it to the DC power supply that came in the box. Next, connect the power supply to the 4-prong power port on the back of the VG7SE. You will find this at the base of the unit under the little rubber gasket. When making the connection, just make sure the flat side with the arrows is facing up. Okay, next, connect the power supply to a wall outlet and let the VG7SE charge. This will take about 2 to 3 hours. On a full charge, you should get about 10 to 20 hours of playtime, but keep in mind the playtime you actually get will vary depending on the volume. While your VG7SE is charging, the battery status indicator LED on top of the unit will illuminate red, and once fully charged, the battery indicator light will stop illuminating. When it's time to recharge, this LED light will flash red to let you know it's time to charge it up again. If you're using your smartphone or tablet as your Bluetooth audio source, you can charge your devices using the USB port located on the back of the VG7SE, and this is found under the second rubber gasket on the back near the top of the unit. Next, let's talk about connecting up all your audio sources. There's high definition Bluetooth plus high quality aptX on board, which all sound fantastic with this. Now, if your smartphone supports NFC, all you need to do to pair the VG7SE with your phone is hold your smart device over the NFC logo until it connects. If you're familiar with how this works, you'll just want to make sure Bluetooth and NFC pairing functions are enabled on your smart device first. Once the pairing is successful, press OK on your phone to finish the connection, and you're ready to stream some audio and rock and roll. Setting up regular Bluetooth is really straightforward. Again, you'll want to make sure Bluetooth is enabled in settings on your smartphone first. Once you've done that, just press and hold down the VG7SE Bluetooth button for 3 seconds until the Bluetooth LED indicator light starts flashing. On your device, go to your Bluetooth settings and select VG7SE by Soundcast. Once successfully paired, the Bluetooth LED light will illuminate solid blue. Now, the next tip is one of my favorites to use. You see, if you have 2 VG7SE units, or if you know someone who also has one of these, you and your party can experience the benefits of true stereo separation when you connect up 2 VG7SEs together wirelessly using TWS, or True Wireless Stereo Connection. This means all the transport controls, the on-off buttons, the volume adjustments will all be completely in sync and controllable from either VG7SE unit, and we'll show you how to get this all set up right now. It's actually really easy. First, with both speaker units in Bluetooth mode, press the TWS button on the first VG7SE unit until the LED light flashes blue. Just repeat this step on the second VG7SE. Once paired successfully, you will usually see the TWS LED indicator light illuminate blue on one unit and orange on the other unit, showing you that both speakers are in stereo pairing mode. The blue LED indicates the left speaker, and the orange LED indicates the right speaker in the stereo image. If you need to change which speaker is the left or the right, press the TWS button again on either VG7SE unit, and this will cycle through the different TWS modes. The different TWS modes are stereo, left, right, sync mode, and off. And the LED indicator light will reflect the changes with each press of this button. In stereo mode, you can spread them apart for increased depth in the stereo image, but be sure you don't spread them too far apart beyond their Bluetooth range, or else they may lose their connection and the sound will drop out intermittently. When you see 2 purple LEDs, this will show you that both speakers are in sync mode, and this is really useful if you want to stream the same music in multiple areas of your outdoor space or even into multiple rooms of your home. If you power off both VG7SE units and then back on again, they will conveniently reconnect again shortly after startup. Finally, turn up the volume, press pause, play or skip to the next track from one VG7SE unit, and the volume and the playback controls will be completely in sync with the other. Now, let's talk about some of the other features I think are really cool. There's a button with a house and a little arrow pointing outside. Pressing this will toggle between 2 different EQ tuning profiles for outdoor or indoor use. When you are outside and the sun begins to set, the VG7SE has mood setting lights to add a little ambient light to the experience. Pressing the mood light button will cycle through the individual brightness levels. If you press and hold the mood light button for about 1 second, you can cycle through 7 different colors. Finally, the last feature we will go over is the keypad lockout mode. This mode is useful when you just want to set it and forget it, and not have to worry about small children or anyone else messing around with your VG7SE and changing your settings. It locks all the VG7SE keys on the keypad except for the power on-off button, and when other keys are pressed, the LEDs will flash rapidly to indicate that lockout mode is activated. To activate the keypad lockout mode, just hold down the indoor-outdoor EQ button and the mute button simultaneously while the VG7SE is booting up. To deactivate this mode, power up the VG7SE while holding down the same indoor-outdoor EQ and mute buttons together. Alright, and that completes our tips and tricks setup guide for the Soundcast VG7SE. I think the VG7SE offers a ton of ways to pair up your devices and keep them charging all at the same time. So pack one of these up for a road trip to the beach, or connect 2 of them together at your next neighborhood bash for a huge sound. We hope you've enjoyed this tips and tricks setup guide, and until next time, happy listening. Thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed watching this audio device tips and tricks video, please give it a like and subscribe to this channel so you never miss the latest home audio or home theater content. We'll see you next time.